He's still dancing, y'all.
I love our music. I love our music.
Hello and welcome to Wicked Wednesday.
Why do we always do this? Wicked
No.
Wednesday. I don't understand.
It's my Stevie Nicks impression.
We did see Stevie Nicks.
We did.
Or pseudo Stevie Nicks.
Pseudo Stevie
We'll talk
Nicks.
about that.
Yeah. Well, happy Wednesday, everybody.
Hello.
How are you? We were just over on TikTok debating on whether TikTok will exist in America next week. Who knows?
And you got to be careful what you say on TikTok. But you know what? I think we said everything that needed to be said. Nothing that was.
Well, we
not
just don't
true,
know.
right?
Nobody knows.
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
I don't know.
I don't know. No one knows.
I like TikTok. It seems like a pretty decent platform. I have no idea the geopolitical implications of said product. But also, I know that I could never do an hour and a half like this with you.
You could
trying to get in the frame.
You want to get
iPad.
super close to me?
Yeah, you'd be dying before I would be.
True. I'd be like, "Woo, it's hot in here."
Oh, I know.
So
happy Wicked Wednesday.
Happy
again.
Wicked Wednesday,
Thank you guys if you joined us over on TikTok and are joining us here.
Appreciate you guys.
I feel bad for you because you're gonna have to put up with us a little bit longer, but
and
we're happy you're here.
I bought this sweatshirt really big, y'all, but wow, it's really big, but
it's soft.
It's very soft. It's very warm. If y'all live in I've had this in my closet for months waiting for it to get cold enough. And even today I'm like, it's not as cold as it was a few days ago.
It's going to get cold.
Yeah, it's going to get cold again, but
it's going to get
this
chilly.
is so warm. Feel how soft it is on the inside. Like put your hand in the sleeve.
Ooh.
It's very soft. Like I'm just saying. So if you do not have one of these,
it's like a nice
or Susan,
sock.
if you need to replace yours, this is the version in white.
So version away.
Version away. But it is actually really soft and cozy, so I'm not mad at that. So hi everyone, welcome in Susan. Hey Nikki, how are you?
Appreciate you guys being here tonight.
Hi Sharon, and there is Jocelyn. Aloha again. Hey Rhonda.
Aloha.
Hi Julie and Nicole, and there's Christine who joined us over on TikTok too.
Rhonda Butterball.
Beverly and Christina, what's up?
Beverly.
Hi Renee. Hey, it's Christian Blakely.
Christian Blakely.
How are you?
I know, Christian. Failure to execute.
It is.
Failure to execute,
100% his fault. I'm sure of it.
But I will say we did do our duty on TikTok.
We did
beforehand. So
we did. We did our Wicked Wednesday warm up. Whether it's the last one or not, I have no idea.
I needed a little break after TikTok. Went a little too long. So
and because we're trying to do it portrait on an iPad, like we're literally sitting like this,
trying to get into
the same shot. It's really hard.
I have to get fluffed again for this.
You poor thing. Hey, Ruth and Carrie, how are you? Carrie says she's finally dug out of the snow. 18 inches. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That is a lot, girl.
Wow.
Beep, beep, back to you, Nicole. How are things? Hey, Tracy. Good to see you. Let's see. Hi,
Isn't that sweet of Ruth? No, you have never been late.
We have, but thank you.
We've been a bit tardy.
Yes.
But we're never a no-show. I'll say that.
So, Susan, I was thinking of you because I knew you had the black one. I did the white one because it had white text, and I was like, well, the contrast might be nice.
It also shows your hair off. And,
yeah.
And it, all that crap.
All that crap. So thank you for being here and being there, Tabitha. Hey, Anne and Judith. Good to see you guys. How are you doing? We're on time as much as the USPS. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Christian, we just got through 3 days of not getting mail.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And they were blaming it on a mail sorter. So I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't know.
Thankfully, I get those notifications electronically.
Yeah.
So I know what's supposed to come. So I
pay attention to that.
Make sure that we got everything.
Yeah. Hi, Jenny. How are you? How is everybody today? Hi, Jennifer. You've never watched one of these? Well, hello and welcome.
Jennifer,
I'm glad you're here.
I apologize now.
We'll say something
Shayla
stupid.
Black gets she goes a little blue. Okay, she goes a little blue, and leaves me for cleanup.
That's not true. Hi, Fong. Hi, Marty. Welcome in. How are you? And there's Dana, my friend. So, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze, so you need to say something.
4 I ordered something.
Oh no.
I ordered something. I didn't. Bless you. I should have muted your mic,
I know.
but I don't
Sorry.
think that would have helped.
Hi, Kelly.
I ordered something. We're here this week, and I think we're going to be here next week as well because it's in between our trips.
Mm-hmm.
But then the following week we won't be. But I ordered something for next week.
Oh no.
I ordered something to blow your mind.
Oh, he did. It's hysterical.
It will be here Thursday because I was hoping it would have been here today, but it wasn't because I was going to just amaze you. No, it's not the narration. Let's just get in front of that right now. But it's something else that's going to make you all laugh.
Keep asking.
You're going to laugh, and it's going to be insane. So if you enjoyed Story Time with William Black, the Die Hard version of Christmas, you'll love this.
That's what Tam thinks you got.
You know, I would rock that bunny suit, especially the tail, but you know, that's me. I like my bunny suit skin tight though. So
he can talk about his narration any minute now.
Yeah, I just threw it out there. Got it out of the way. You see how I did that? That's called not owning. That's called representation.
Would you care to address Susan?
Narration for my deathbed. Susan, I'll keep that in mind.
He'll take it, or as he likes to say, he'll take it under advisement.
I'll take it under advisement. Susan, William Black has a message for you. Okay, just that son of a bitch took forever.
And if you don't know what he's talking about, a couple years ago now.
Oh,
yes.
it was like maybe a few months.
3 years ago.
No, it was not 3 years ago.
It was 3 years ago.
BS.
It was 3 years ago. We did a 25th anniversary Kickstarter, and I wrote a reflective essay about my first 25 years in publishing. And he was going to narrate it because my voice sucks and I would never be able to do it. And
I was going to use my British voice.
No, and I told him he could not do that.
So the problem I'm having, I'll be honest with you, Fong, just stab me. Just try the other side, okay? The problem with the narration is you're so profusely thanking me for your career.
That is not what's happening.
Things that I've done to enable
That's not what's happening.
It makes me a little, I don't want to come off as narcissistic or anything. I would never do that. I'm very humble.
That's not actually the reason.
I call myself the humble hobo.
The reason.
Oh, there's a new one. There's a new one. Forget boxcar. Now it's the humble hobo.
But he's not humble, y'all.
Not the humble hobo.
He just got through saying how awesome
That's my new YouTube series, The Humble Hobo.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to go around and just insult everybody in the world. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, don't you do that anyway?
Pretty much. I do bathe though.
You do?
Yes, I do bathe.
I did notice that earlier today.
Well, after the gym, and then I had to go out and work outside, and then I had to work on the pool. I was right.
Oh, Tracy has a question.
William, I'm turning 55 before I turn 60. Well, Tracy, you keep reaching for those stars. You keep hoping, and you know what? I guarantee you someday I will deliver.
I did offer to.
No. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it live.
Oh my!
Like Bill said, I'm gonna do it live, and that's just how it's gonna happen.
Hashtag non-humble hobo. You mean? Thank you, Jana. Hi, Jana.
I need a name tag. The non-humble hobo. Oh my God, that'd be awesome.
Well, so Christina says, put that on a shirt.
Yeah, I need something like that.
And Krista has a point.
William, all I'm hearing is excuses. Krista, excuses are what this country's built on. I'm just saying. You know what, Fong? And I'll definitely make sure that I give you a credit at the end. And this is for Fong and Susan and Nikki and
everyone
that's been waiting for so long. Those that are still with us, here it is.
Here we go, Tabitha.
Is Christian Blakely going to do it instead? He would do a fine job. You know what? Christian and I should do a narration together.
Oh, that would be funny.
We should do a narration together.
Maybe one of those things that you're going to do next week.
Yeah, but you need two different POVs.
Okay. That's a good point, Tracy.
I'm hearing, oh Lord, it's hard to be humble. Mac Davis had some better hits than that. I'm just saying.
It's true, but it was funny. If you haven't heard that song, the very next phrase is "when you're perfect in every way." So,
you know, do we really need to go much further than that? I don't know.
Hey, Allison, how are you? By live, do you mean you'll do it in Branson? Oh, there you go.
Oh my gosh. Do a dramatic reading in
dramatic
Branson,
reading.
and I'll get the perfect. That would be fun. That would be fun.
Here we go. Here we go. This is.
We should. Oh my gosh, Christian. Yes. Yes. Oh my God.
So he already read. It's not really music because he can't sing. I love you, but you can't sing.
Yes, I can.
But he did a dramatic Christmas reading of a book version of Die Hard. It was quite something. If
Christmas
you missed
version
it.
of Die Hard.
Yes.
But no, I play guitar. And I can hum a little
Rock
bit.
band doesn't count.
And I play a mean medium on that.
A mean medium.
Get my banjo out. We do well.
Oh my gosh. Christian, I hope you sing better than he does, my friend.
Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble. We did go to a concert last week.
We did. We went to a and I have seen real Fleetwood Mac like back in the day, but since they're never apparently the whole band is never getting back together again, it's
what
impossible.
Is it with older bands? They just hate each other and they fall apart.
Okay, but first of all, Christine McVie is no longer with us,
True.
So that's a problem.
Well, Lindsey Buckingham.
Yeah, well, he quit.
He got fired.
Well, whatever, he's gone.
Yeah.
So, and they said don't come back. So, yeah, there will be no more reunion.
So we went to a tribute show on Saturday night. Had a great dinner.
It was really nice.
And it's at the same theater we found about 30 minutes from us. My sister went with us and my daughter, and we had a great time.
We had a really nice time.
And they were in character.
In character.
The entire time.
They never introduced themselves. They introduced themselves as their characters. So, there was Stevie out in front with her black dress and
that
dancing
girl didn't
around.
Slow down.
She did not.
She could belt.
She could sing. My goodness.
Belt.
Yeah.
And we're going to see a Journey one in March.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun. We've seen a lot of concerts in our day of the actual artists.
Yeah.
I think I'm over these big ass events, especially the outdoor events.
In
August. The middle of summer in Texas. I'm getting to a certain age.
I have to say, so I saw a couple of my bucket list people who are still together and performing. So I was happy to get to see Def Leppard a few years ago, and we got to see Heart. What was it, like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Those were things I wanted to do. Obviously,
Def Leppard, REO.
Yeah. Well, obviously, original Journey is never getting back together, and yeah, we've seen Pat Benatar a few times. So
you never see enough Pat Benatar.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Cher was awesome.
So at this point, yeah, it's like every act that I'm remotely interested in seeing comes through here and does the crappiest outdoor venue in August, and I'm like, no. I'm not
Daughtry was amazing when he was here. I love Chris.
Yeah, I do too.
What's Christian saying? I challenge you. Let the authors pick the passage and we have to read it in Branson live.
Oh my God.
Anna says I'm a great singer in low range. I think range means volume in her vocabulary. You know what, buddy? You're on. You're on.
Oh my God.
Let's you and I plan it. We'll talk about it and then and we'll do it in character.
Oh my gosh. Jamie turns 50 on March 3rd. I have a holy shit, you're old banner for the yard.
Yeah, he's just a kid.
He's just a baby.
Kelly, he's just a kid.
It's fine.
Just a kid.
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh. It'll be -2 on Monday. I do not like cold weather. You know that about me.
Why is it every time I see Susan Zalesko's name, I think she's in Florida? Why is it every time I think she's in Florida?
No,
I know she's not.
She is in the cold.
Why is that hitting my head?
So are you going to share with the class? So William has the big birthday on Sunday. Are you going to share with the class? You promised on TikTok.
Yeah, that's just TikTok. Yes, I am turning the on January this weekend, and we'll be in Florida. But I am turning the big 60, 60 years old.
I can't believe that. You were 20 when I met you.
That's a lot of riding the stallion, baby. I'm just saying. I think you put me to pasture. I think,
but I still like you.
Yeah, you still like riding the stallion too. But I remember growing up, and 60 seemed old.
Oh, it was ancient.
And I looked at those folks. I think of my great aunts and great uncles, and they were about that age when I remember them. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel 60. I feel, like I said, my emotional age, which is 17, maybe 17 and a half.
Or do you prefer Anne Margaret? She says she's turning 58 on the 28th. Girl, we're birthday twins. We're birthday twins. I am exactly 1 year younger than you. One.
So we are going to celebrate our birthdays on our cruise, which we're going on in a week and a half.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, look at this. And Laura says 65 on Tuesday.
Yay, Laura.
Congrats.
Awesome.
And yes, Nicole, he is freaking serious. He is going to be 60.
Nicole, I am very serious, yes. But no, we're going to Florida this weekend for my nephew's wedding. And then we come back for about 5 days, and then we drive out to just the two of us are going on a cruise. So celebrate both our birthdays.
Susan says, you're my age, only 4 months younger. You look 59 and a half.
Susan, you just a little young.
Yep. Nikki, you're very sweet. You don't look 60 at all. Sweet. Very nice.
Because I act a fool.
Oh, look at this.
I act a fool.
Jenny says, you're a baby compared to me. I turned 76 in September.
Oh,
you know what? I remember being a kid and all my great aunts and uncles were so much older. And I remember even thinking like 50 something was ancient.
Oh, yeah.
But I swear when I look at the way they looked back then, I don't know why. Like, do we like dyeing our hair more? Like, I don't know what it is. I feel like people now don't look their age nearly as much
I think
as they did back then.
I hate to say this is coming out of my mouth, but skincare is better.
Skincare is better.
Also, honestly, I think our diet's better.
Well, I also think for women, especially, and maybe this is me, so many women had those short, like, you set them with curlers and you go to the beauty shop once a week and, that kind of like, they had so many of those set and roll or whatever they were called hairdos that look like helmet hair.
But I also think not as many people smoke cigarettes.
That's
anymore.
True.
A lot of people, of course, I can't say the thing I was saying about alcohol, but I think it's a somewhat healthier lifestyle now, but it's just different. I mean,
our parents were so old at the age now. It's not exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's cold in Florida too, Gina. Oh, that's bad news.
Gina, it's supposed to be like, oh, hey, Gina.
How are
Sweet
you?
Gina. I think while we're in Fort Myers, it's like high 70s.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm not upset about.
No. No, it's going to be
for an outdoor.
It's the chance of rain.
And I don't have a damn thing to wear. I have to go out tomorrow and buy something. I have nothing.
He threw everything out of his closet a couple months ago. And now he's like, oh, I don't have anything to wear.
I got to go find something.
Carrie says, I didn't know I was the baby in this group. 51. We do have easier lives. That's true. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. And Jocelyn says you're a baby. I did hear that today, Susan. Finally, they need to go after red dye 40. That's the big one.
Is that in the food?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like hormones in the milk?
No. They're carcinogens. They're known. The headline I saw today said after 56 years, the FDA finally decides to ban red dye 3.
Here's an idea. High fructose corn syrup
needs to go fast. Yeah.
I mean, that was the big thing. Hey, we're going to eliminate sugar, but we're bringing in high fructose corn syrup.
Right.
So it's healthier.
No, it's worse.
Idiots.
Yeah, I think you're right. We handle stress better, maybe, or we have more conveniences to help us handle stress. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Exactly. Look at the Golden Girls. We don't look like that anymore.
Yeah. No, you're
right.
That's
entirely right, Jocelyn.
Right. See, back to the stress thing that Tabitha's talking about.
I don't know. That's
I
true.
think there's so much more to stress out about now.
Well, but she's right. Women back then typically had a lot more kids.
Good point. Good point.
So that is also true. You'll be turning 58 on Groundhog Day.
Nice.
Yay. Well, happy birthday. No, I am, if you met me, no, I will be 57 on the 28th. I don't feel 57.
And I met you when you were of age.
17.
Of age.
17.
You were of age.
I was not.
Yes, you were.
Nope.
Yep, at least that's what you told me.
Nope. That's also untrue.
As you were screaming my name.
No, that is also untrue.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So you're going to be shopping this weekend for your California trip. That sounds awesome.
I am. I love California. I feel so bad for folks in California.
I do
right
too.
now.
Oh, perms. Your grandma always had one. Listen, I had my fair share back in the 80s too. I kind of miss them, not gonna lie.
I got talked into a body wave one time.
Yes.
When I was younger.
I remember that.
And it looked like shit. And I immediately the next day had it cut out because I was not going to let anybody look. I looked like a freak.
Susan says I was 16 when I met my hubby.
Oh.
So I get you. I get you.
Well, we waited till we were married to truly be.
Would you please stop lying to the people?
What? I wouldn't
Yeah,
say anything wrong, would I?
Yeah, 100%.
Would I say something wrong?
So we are looking forward to going to his nephew's wedding this weekend. It should be really lovely. And as a bonus, and the wedding is actually Sunday, which is also his birthday, but we're Saturday morning, baby and I and Aunt Jenny and her youngest daughter, we're all going. If you are familiar with the TikTok, it's the Caddyshack Cafe in Fort Myers, Florida. And
you're spending money to sit with a bunch of cats. That's just say it. Just say that. A lot of my hard-earned money.
Yes.
Sit there and play with cats.
Yes, because that is entertaining and I love cats.
And guess who has to take them there?
Well, you're going too.
No, I am sitting in the car.
No, you're not. Because Avery couldn't go, so you're taking her ticket. You're welcome.
I will find someone to come in my stead. Someone to tag in.
So we're so excited because we have watched the Caddyshack Cafe on TikTok for a long time. And we absolutely it's a adoption shelter, but it's also a cat cafe, and super excited about that. And then, we get to, anytime we can get the family together is fun.
Being with family, yes. With cats, no. So there you go.
He's just a party
Take
pooper.
that and,
He's
smoke
a
it.
party pooper.
And smoke it.
I just thought of something. So talk to the people for a second.
Hello, people.
I meant to do this earlier.
My name is William Black.
And I forgot. So.
And I like to do drawings.
Do you?
Yes.
Well, that's lovely.
But no, we're flying out, and then we're back early next week, and then we have 6 days, and then we head out on our big vacation.
We do.
That we postponed. So we are looking forward to getting out of town for a little bit. And
it's true.
Doing some little bit of work. She's going to finish up. I think you're going to finish the book on the boat, probably.
No, I am not.
Some of the book.
Some of the book.
We're gonna create a stretch goal. A stretch goal.
That's not going to happen.
And, and so anyway, eat too much and see some half-naked shows and have a good time.
Why do they have to be half naked?
Because that's what I like.
Well, that's not necessarily what's going to happen.
When they know I'm coming, it's going to be half naked.
I don't think so.
So Nikki Ann says we did that at a cat cafe here in Connecticut, but we could not pick them up.
Yeah, you know what? We have a cat cafe here, and when they very first opened, we could pick them up, and then like the second or third time we went, they said, no, you can't pick them up anymore. And I'm like, I know that's for people who aren't cat people and they suck with cats, but it's frustrating.
Christine, I see your note, and Susan, I see your note as well. No, we will not be coming home with a cat.
No, we can't. I wish I could.
Not gonna happen. Tracy says, William, do you really think we believe a man in his 20s would wait 7 years to get some on the wedding night? Well, it depends on your definition of some. I'm just saying.
Hysterical.
Yeah, you enjoyed the White Stallion back.
Oh my gosh. Would you stop that? It's so awful.
Kelly says, what is Kelly saying?
Why can't I
Kelly
find
says,
this?
I was told today at work I wasn't a team player because the part-time person quit, and I wouldn't change my hours until they hire another. I said I was okay with it. My job description doesn't need it. You know what?
That's guilt.
the term team player.
And it's a guilt tactic
Because-
that's ridiculous.
Coming from corporate life, I'll tell you, all team player means is you're not helping us. We're not helping you.
Yeah.
Right? And no, I'm with you, Kelly.
Well, besides which, you're not, hey, Lauren, you're not the manager or you're not the person responsible for that department or whatever. It's not your job to make their life easier. It's their job to figure out how to make it work.
Team player.
It's so disingenuous.
How many times that has been asked of me, or I have had to ask other people? You know what? Guarantee I don't need that on my tombstone.
No.
Was or was not a team player. I don't think that's gonna bother
So
me
frustrated,
too much. I don't think
honestly.
that's gonna bother me.
Okay, so finally, after I maneuver my way through my phone a little baby bit, I was going to say, you guys, I know it's harder to see on the newsletter, but these new discreet Soldiers for Hire covers, if you didn't see them in the newsletter and you were like, but it's a small image and it's hard, especially when you're trying to build something for the phone.
We're going to have print copies within the next
couple weeks.
Yeah.
But so here, I'm just going to try to show you how pretty they really are.
That does show up.
And just show you.
And these will be glossy, by the way, for the print.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you didn't.
I'm not going matte ever again.
And then I'm just going to show you book one of each duet. They're all slightly different. This is really pretty. Also, it just didn't show up as well on the there you go. And that's Wicked as Seduction. It didn't show up as well on the newsletter when you have to make this tiny graphic for the newsletter, but they're honestly really super pretty in person.
Rachel Connolly.
Yes, again, Rachel Connolly.
Great job.
Hang on. Yeah, here's Secrets, which is also another really pretty with some purple in it. And then if everybody saw, here's the Wicked and Ruthless Discreet, which might be one of my favorites. And then, of course, Wicked and Bound is almost the same.
I can't wait to be able to share with you guys.
Yeah, when we actually have them in.
These discreet ones. And then we're also doing discreet in the omnibuses for Forbidden Confessions.
And they're all new covers and they're beautiful.
Gorgeous.
They're beautiful.
Those are actually on order.
On the way.
Yeah, they're on order.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and we got another cover for we got the new one coming for Dangerous to Touch.
Yes. So we're excited about that
too. That's in hardback.
Is Wicked and Bound going to be on Ream? Yes. That's actually one of the things that I am going to try to drop a note about is do we want to continue with A Christmas Promise? Do we want to switch over to Wicked and Bound? Like we need to figure out all the things because there's a lot happening right now. So we will cover all of that and I'll set up a poll, you guys. So if you're on my Ream and you're a voting member, watch out for that because it is coming soon. As soon as I can rub 2 minutes together and get something done. Susan, shit, I'm going to need another bookcase. They're really pretty in person. And I was so bummed that when you look at sometimes those little images on the phone, it's like this big and you can't see it. So,
well, in Soldiers for Hire has been something you've been wanting to do discreet on
yes,
for a while.
Since
we did the Reed Family Reckoning
yes,
which are gorgeous. Now, the Reed Family Reckoning ones are in hardback, but the Soldiers for Hire will be in paperback, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? I totally get that, Tracy, because I kind of tend to, depends on what it is. Sometimes I prefer people, sometimes I don't. But I really am aware, well, two things. It's so much easier to promote a book with a discreet cover because then you don't have, some social media platform or another going, oh my gosh, the people in the bare chest and the, they're slobbering on each other, like whatever, and your ads being rejected. It's too sexy. Like I literally had an ad rejected once for being too sexy. They weren't even touching. They were standing next to each other.
We can't advertise.
No. Reed Family.
Any kind of clench. Any kind of clench because it's too suggestive. Yeah.
Yeah. But the other thing is younger readers and like literally the under 30 reader is the exact opposite. They don't want people. They're not interested in people. They want to imagine it themselves, I guess, and all they want are discrete covers. So a little, and my philosophy is I want to give you what you want and how you want it. So if you're a clinch cover person, there you go. If you're a discrete cover person, I got you too.
What's Susan saying there? Oh no, down below.
Oh,
Black Family Cookbook.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That would be fun. We'd have to I think we'd have an extended Black Family one to get that one done.
Yeah.
Go down to Susan.
Oh, hang on, Christina. Yay! I'm looking forward to Kiss and Tell. I am so looking forward to Kiss and Tell.
We got to get her acting gear.
I know. We do.
We're excited.
We are. This one right here?
Yeah. I almost goofed up in a team meeting. I was using my fucking coffee cup. Susan, that's awesome.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's so funny. Give me all the sexy covers. I know a lot of people feel that way, but I'm telling you, there are just so many stupid challenges.
It's so nice to have the flexibility to have additional covers. You know what I mean?
This is true.
It's nice.
Tonight is brought to you by Topo Chico, which
municipal water supply. There you go. This cost 2 pennies. What did that cost?
No comment.
Yeah, exactly.
So we
yeah, get off me. You're hot. Ooh.
That's right, baby.
Ooh.
Hey, baby.
Get your hand out of there.
Hey, baby.
Get your hand out of there. Wait, put it back for a second. Come here.
Nope, you told me no more.
You need both hands.
Anyway. So if you were on the TikTok with us earlier, you know that we don't have a taste test tonight because we're both trying
to shred.
Well,
to shred.
I spend too much time on my butt to shred.
Yeah.
You at least get to get up and move around some.
Yeah. And I'm doing all this gym stuff and I need to get the diet in play as well. So to justify the expense.
Yeah. So a couple of exciting things. I will give you a preview. I wanted it ready for this week, and I just, between working on the book and we're doing all of these covers and there's a million things happening, and then wondering what the heck is going to happen with TikTok, obviously. Plus, the reality, you guys, is authors, I was thinking about this the other day. I mean, I went from being an author who wrote for a traditional publisher, and I put out maybe 2 or 3 books a year. And then I went from that to being a indie author by choice, because I wanted to control all the things. But with that control comes a deluge of things you never considered until all of this stuff is in your face. And I am so blessed to have him and Rachel and Shannon to be able to help take some of this off my plate. But like, I was talking to a peer today who was like, well, I'm bouncing back and forth between, she's like, I'm formatting a book and I'm uploading another book, but in the background, I'm working on my taxes and drafting scripts for TikTok. Like, all of these things took a whole day, but none of them involved words.
Well, think about folks that also have full-time jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Still trying to have a writing career.
Yeah.
And you did that for years.
Yes.
And now the amazing opportunities that are there to promote your books that we didn't have back then.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would have the time back then to do both those things.
Yeah.
I have a clue.
The business has just changed so much. And the things that you used to be able to, you focus on a book and, you didn't even have to write the blurb. You didn't have to format anything or upload anything. You didn't have to hire an editor or, you didn't even have to do your own edits in the sense of like putting them into the file. Everybody did everything for you. But with that came a complete loss of control.
I'll say this, by doing it ourselves, we know it inside and out now.
Yes.
And that we can translate that over to Baby with her career.
Yeah.
And then the management of your catalog.
Yes.
In perpetuity.
Yes.
Right? So.
Yes. Plus, I also have a friend, an author friend, who is about a decade older than I am, a little more than that actually. And she never had any children. And so she has no one to leave her catalog to. And she called me out of the blue one day and she was like, "Can I will you my catalog?" And she goes, "I know you would manage it. Like, and you would continue to manage it." And I was like, I mean, we were friends. We are friends. I mean, but we were really, really good friends for a couple decades. And I'm like, "I'll do whatever you want me to do."
What do you do with the catalog though if you have no one to leave it to?
Yeah.
Because it can live forever.
Yes.
But it has to be managed, it has to be maintained, and it has to.
Yes,
Wow.
absolutely. It's going to be interesting to figure out how to assume somebody else's catalog when I'm not even all that familiar with it. It would require me, and she has over 100 titles too, so it's going to require me at some point to sit down and at least take the file. I couldn't possibly read them at all and remember everything. It's going to force me to do something like load a file into AI and have it spit me a summary of every book. So at least I have a summary. Otherwise, I just don't have any idea. I really don't have any idea.
Teresa says she feels even book signings have changed as well.
I 100% agree.
Oh, agree completely.
I used to, and I hate to be one of these people where I'm saying it used to be better, but in a lot of ways it used to be better. I don't have anything against the mega events, but when I very first started doing signings, they were much smaller. And so I think they were much more intimate and you got to know people.
You know what? And I remember going to you for a few of those. What blew me away was when we did Book Bash that year.
Oh my gosh.
And we were up against the back of the place.
That was under construction.
And it was oversold.
Mm-hmm.
There was too many people in that room.
And the fire marshal would have had a
just
spaz.
Insane people wall to wall. We had a great time.
We did.
But I felt for everybody because they were making them queue up outside. Then when they got in, it was warm. And it's in Florida. And it was an insane event. But about that time, things started turning. And
well, that was the beginning, because for a long time
RT was always big.
Right. For a long time, RT was the only mega signing, and everything else was much smaller. And then everybody wanted to do a mega signing, and some of them just got to be shit shows. And
I will say the last several mega signings we've had, they've gone flawlessly.
Yeah.
I mean, we had
people are learning, the first few mega signings that everybody tried to do, you could tell everybody was going through the learning curve. I went to one that was bless her, she was trying to do everything by herself, and it was just impossible. It was impossible to go from nothing to, I'm going to do a signing with 800 people. You just can't do that.
Oh.
And she was trying to do pretty much all alone.
And Gina remembers. Gina says she was, I remember Gina, you were there, and it was insane, wasn't it?
Hot.
I was thankful because I was going to get her out of there. But I tell you, I was, because there's just too many people, but we had an exit right behind us. So Shayla could get in and out and go to the restroom.
Well, I remember I
felt bad for other authors. They couldn't move.
No, and I remember the one signing where they were like, and authors, there's this beautiful lunch buffet, go get the lunch buffet. It's included in, your table fee and all that kind of stuff.
By the time we got you out there to get it, all the food was gone.
Literally, they had already broken down the buffet because I was over an hour late just being able to step away.
And thank God for Hoppy. She gave you some of her Taco Bell.
She went out and got us Taco Bell.
She was so sweet.
She was so sweet. I felt bad, but I didn't know what else to do.
I love Book Bash. I really enjoyed it.
I did, but I felt so horrible for the people standing outside in Florida in June, and people were passing out because the hotel wouldn't let them in.
Speaking of Florida.
Yes. Oh, yes.
We signed up for something.
We did. So, what is the name of the event? Oh my gosh, I just drew a blank. Something with magic in it.
Girl in it.
No, something with magic in it.
It's girl in it.
I don't know. Here.
Hold on, I got it right here.
I got it right here.
I got it right here.
So it is in Florida in September of 2026 in Orlando, and it is called, I'm going to get it.
Well, I had it. I don't have it.
No, it's right here. See?
I thought I had it. You sure it's September?
Yes.
Oh, Fangirl Romance.
No, that's not the name of the event. That's who's coordinating the event.
Sorry.
But it's something magic.
No, it's no magic to it. Fangirl Romance.
Rex.
Signing.
Yeah. Hang on.
Anyway.
Click here. What is that?
That's for you stuff.
Oh. Dang it. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, it's Fangirl Romance Rex.
Okay. Anyway, I thought there was something. The something I got also said magic on it.
It's in Orlando.
Or September 11th and 12th.
September 11th and 12th at the Hilton Lake Buena Vista at Disney Springs. So that's going to be a blast.
In 2026. So if you are in Florida, want to go to Florida, are looking for an excuse to go to Florida.
We'll put a link up on the store once they can start taking reservations and stuff. But it's going to be September of 2026. So we've been wanting to get back to Florida, and this was a great opportunity.
Yeah, it really was. You know what, Gina? It is. It's better. It's harder, but it's better. And part of that is because as times change, and I'll give you an example. My original OG Wicked Lovers titles, because they're done with a traditional publisher, they won't spend the money to update the back matter. So the book lists in there are like 10 years old. They will never put in my indie titles because that's a conflict of their interest.
Right. So
the list of titles is only the list of my titles with them, which I think is not helpful to readers. As covers outdate and trends change and whatever, they're not going to change. It costs them money. They're not interested. They don't see the point and they don't see the value. Whereas when you are personally invested in your catalog, this is why we change. If I don't like the way something was written, I rewrite it.
Because honestly, it's your baby.
It is.
Right? And to have complete control over that, even though sometimes it can be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Because of all the things you've got to touch.
Yes.
It continues to be your baby.
Yes.
Right?
So so that's a really good segue for the revised version. The bigger revised version of Seducing the Innocent will be out next week sometime. Probably look for it in Wednesday's newsletter. I am dropping a new audiobook next week. Excited about that. There's just, things that we continue to do and try to bring to you and to new readers as well, and make everyone happy. Like, that's the whole point of romance. It's supposed to make people happy.
That's right.
Tracy, you would have to tell me which titles for me to be able to answer that.
Because almost all of those are through your
audio publisher. Yeah. So we don't produce those ourselves. Right. And so we don't distribute them either. So if something is unavailable,
let us know.
Let us know, and I will rattle some cages about that. Yeah, everything has changed. Let's see. And somebody else was saying, you missed the old book signing days. Yeah, I kind of do too.
I like a mixture. I like some of the more intimate ones, and I like, there's some that are kind of middle of the road as well.
Yeah.
And of course, Book Bonanza was always insane, but it was so well run.
Yeah. I mean, I will still maintain, like, I had a really good time last year at Romanticon. I thought that was an exceptionally well done event.
Oh, and
so Nikki, kudos to you and Kitty and the
Romanticon
team.
Was insanely good. And then when we were in Ohio,
Joanna for Bray
was, I love
Joanna puts on an amazing event. It's a giant event, but it was fantastic.
I wanted to stay for the party in the evening, but they made me leave early, and I was already 3 drinks in, and so they escorted me out.
Teresa, that was my favorite event ever. All of the Raws, especially some of those earlier ones, were so intimate and so fun.
Oh,
I
the
think,
pajama party.
yeah,
thing you
the
guys
best
had.
the best thing I ever went to was the pajama party book signing. And I've said this to people. Everybody was supposed to show up in their pajamas because it was late at night. And there was a bookseller and a bartender, and that was the most fun ever. Everybody was just super relaxed.
I wasn't invited to that.
No,
Were we taking a break then?
no,
Or- okay.
it's just,
I was working. That's right.
it was honestly one of the first events that I had ever been to. Prior to that, I think I'd really only signed books like at a bookstore at the mall or something, or at a Barnes and Noble. So I didn't really know what to expect, to be 100% honest. I went, Laura Lee asked me to go to those very first Raws, and so I went without having any idea what I was supposed to be doing even. So, yeah. What's the biggest signing I've ever been to? It's got to be one of the book bonanzas.
Oh, guaranteed.
Book bonanzas
Hands
are
down.
just enormous.
A fan to author ratio for sure. Book bonanzas, hands down.
It was giant.
Of course, followed closely by the Shayla Black virtual book signings.
That's right.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I
Which is coming
remember
up in the
that.
fourth quarter.
And I remember people passing out, Gina,
Oh,
at
it's horrible.
Book Bash. It was awful.
Felt so bad for folks.
Yeah, it was bad. Let's see, Calypso Masters. Yeah, she has asked me, I'm not kidding you. She has asked me every year for like 10 years. And it's honestly one of those things where I'm like, every time she asks me, I have a conflict. And it's the weirdest, craziest thing. But like the last time she asked me, I was going to my niece's wedding. And the time after that, she asked me, we already had a cruised book. Like, it just seems to be one of those crazy. And Lori Foster was another one I never did because it was always, always, always scheduled for the last week my daughter was in school. And I just could never do it. I got asked a couple times, but I was like, my daughter has finals. I have to drive her to and from school. It was before she drove even. Just crazy. Well, I guess where my vacation will be in 2026. Actually, that would be so much fun because we're also going to try to hit Halloween Horror Nights. Just saying.
God, it's so much fun.
So much fun. Yeah.
It's so much fun.
You've tried to get tickets and they sell out quick. Gosh darn it. Do they? Okay. Well, I did not know that. So I will try to give you guys as much heads up as I can. How soon can I get my rights back to them? If you mean audiobooks that's typically a 7-year term. Some of them I leave because the recordings are so good. And I'll give you an example. The Unbroken series, which they still have as Doms of Her Life, but they're all Christian Fox audios and they're all amazing audios.
Good luck finding Christian Fox these days.
Yeah, and honestly, if I were to get the rights back and pay to have them re-recorded, it would cost me a fortune and I'd probably never see my money back. So in that case, I tend to leave them. Some things I have taken out because I intend to re-record them. I'm not so in love with the recordings that I wouldn't do that. So,
and we're always looking at our contracts.
Always.
I owe you a report on that.
Thank you. If you're talking about the OG Wicked Lovers, Carrie, the short answer is probably never. Because those aren't time-based, they're sales-based. So basically, in order to get them back, everybody would have to stop collectively buying those books for about 2 or 3 years before I could even pretend.
And then the publishers are very good at saying, oh, we're getting close to her getting her rights back, so let's discount it to 99 cents.
And do a book bub.
Sell a bunch, and then
that qualifies.
Yeah.
So. They play this game.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating. That book and one of Sierra's. Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you. I will see you in 2026 in Lexington. I don't know anything.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, do I? Is that the other one we signed up for? Sorry. I don't remember the things.
We're going to be in Lexington.
That's right. We are.
We're going to have a blast.
We are. Bray is on the bucket list. It was really an awesome event. And in fact, Joanna asked me to come back. in 25 and in 26, and in both cases we
Love
had
Joanna.
she's so sweet, but we had a conflict already in both cases. It was
And we're
crazy.
really only doing
2 a year.
2 a year.
Yep.
And we used to do 6, 7.
Yeah.
And we're just not.
I just can't do it anymore. Yeah.
It's just too
yeah.
much.
Tracy, please, actually, if you would drop that list to him and he can incorporate it in the whole
Please.
overall state of where our audio is.
Tracy, just send it to interact@shaylablack.com. Again, interact@shaylablack.com. That'd be great. Thank you. I'll look it up.
Why do you not, or will you? So I published historicals under Shelley Bradley, and one of the things about that was when I left historicals, and this is also in my 25th anniversary essay, but when I stopped writing historicals, I had written 9 of them as Shelley Bradley, and then I switched publishers and I switched genres and I started writing contemporaries. And my first 2 contemporaries actually at Berkeley published as Shelley Bradley, but then all of my existing historical readers were really pissed, and they picked up these books and they're like, these aren't historicals. And I'm like, well, no, nothing about the cover suggested they were,
Right.
but everybody just seemed to be confused. And so when I actually started writing Wicked Lovers, the publisher and I jointly agreed that I just had too much branding as Shelley Bradley writing historicals. So they said, take a pseudonym and we'll relaunch you. And so I've been Shayla Black ever since.
And Shayla Black's more fun in the bedroom as well.
So thanks. Thanks. Will you do a gathering at the Florida signing?
Gina, if we can get a big enough room, we will do it. We have a huge room for Branson. So we're going to do that in Branson. But for Florida, I would love to do that. I'm waiting to hear about the hotel stuff. And then we will.
2 of them are Reed family. That does not make sense. And that will definitely need to be followed up on. That pisses me off. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Yay. Ruth is going to be in Lexington. Yay. And Christian is excited about Knockout Book Badge.
We're going to have a lot of fun.
We are.
We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun in Branson. I can't wait to go to Branson.
Will I post where I'm signing this year and next year? I already have where I'm signing this year on my website. If you go to shaylablackstore.com, I will tell you. If I could type, that would even be better.
And then you go under events, news, and FAQs.
Yeah.
And it's right there.
And it's right there.
They can't see this.
No. But if you go to, like I said,
you you can put the link in there. Just take the link from here.
Hang on. I hit the wrong button. Yeah, you guys can go check this out. And Lord. Having a struggle. There we go. There is the direct link to go see where I will be this coming year.
Go back to that page real quick. I want to see something.
Okay.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We don't have pre-orders up yet. We're working on that. That's something that he will do as soon as we come back from the cruise.
Working through a few logistic issues.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that is exactly what happens, because they contacted me. Literally, I had just been thinking, it's about that time.
They are diabolical.
They are on it.
In their business
and
practices.
So all of a sudden they're like, oh, hey, we're going to do a book bub for this title sometime next month. And I'm like, I hate you people so much. It's just frustrating.
It's almost collusory. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, there's Shan. Hey.
Oh, hi.
He's horrible.
Oh, it's her.
What about a kiss and tell party? That's going to be interesting. I don't know what to do about that, because we're not staying at the hotel. We live like 10 minutes away.
We can all meet at Whataburger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Who doesn't want to have fun at Whataburger?
There's no booze at Whataburger.
Yeah, but there's Whataburger. Shakes and fries and onion rings and burgers.
Okay, so Jenny, I guess we're all going to Whataburger.
We'll figure something out. We'll talk about it.
Night, Renee.
Good night, Renee.
Yeah, here you go. And here's the direct link if you want to see where I will be this year. Like I said, where it's just a little odd because We had been used to putting Book Bonanza in our rotation, and we kind of had to reimagine this year when they decided last year was the last year for Book Bonanza, and completely understand why. It was giant, and I know it had to have been an absolute killer in terms of trying to, get all that accomplished every year. It was giant, you guys. If you never went to a Book Bonanza, somebody who did back me up. It was giant. Night, Tabitha.
Good night, Tab.
Anyway, looking forward to this coming year to Tropicon and to Kiss and Tell. Should be fun.
And I like doing new ones as well. That's why you're seeing us do. We try not to repeat over and over events.
Teresa, you're right.
But I think it's an opportunity for us to get to other parts of the country. We've not done a West Coast event.
Night, Beverly.
Eons.
Yeah.
In eons.
And
we haven't been back to Florida in a decade.
No, it hasn't been that long, but I want to say it's been like 2017 or 18.
Yeah, something like that.
But it's been quite a while.
So,
and for a long time, and I heard people for a long time, I was like, they were all like, every freaking event is in Florida. Can we please have it someplace else? And I hadn't been to the Midwest in forever.
Oh my gosh. And getting an opportunity to go to Ohio and Flirty.
Yeah. So we've been hitting like middle of the country.
And then we're going to be hitting Kentucky.
Yes.
And then we're going to be hitting Branson.
And Florida in 26.
Florida. Good Lord.
And then I
need some frequent flyer miles.
I know. And then after that, I will be looking for another West Coast event. It's been a very long time since I've been to the West Coast.
Christina, to your point, we went to almost every Book Bonanza that we were invited to, and they were back to back.
Mm-hmm.
We
did all four also.
I enjoyed Book Bonanza, but I was ready I'm ready to try something different. You know what I'm saying? And and see different parts of the country as well.
Yeah.
Book Bonanza's 10 minutes from our house, so we could never
never not go.
But it was great to see everybody. It was a great meeting place to have so many folks there. But I'm ready for new and fun stuff too.
And the funny thing to me always was that I always, when Book Bonanza ended, I was always like, gosh, we're never going to get a signing that close to our house. Like I said, it was like 10 minutes away. And we're like, we're never going to get a signing that close to our house.
And then Misty came out with
a place that's 5 minutes from our house. Like, I was like, what?
And it's got a Whataburger.
And it's got a Whataburger. Yeah.
Come on. You can't get any better than
that. I'll be at Vegas and Branson. There's one in Oklahoma City in August that Sarah Kate will be at.
Rhonda, I'm getting
the urge to go to Vegas.
For Vegas.
Yeah.
I love Las Vegas. I would move there and I would die in 10 years. I guarantee, or probably less than that.
I would.
But it would be a good death.
I would absolutely consider another Vegas event. If somebody came at me for like 27, I'm booked up for the next 2 years, which sounds insane.
We love Vegas.
We love Vegas. And I would love to go to Vegas again.
We don't gamble, but we have a good time in Vegas.
I am not a gambler.
I am not going back to the Thunder from the Down Under, though.
No, I know.
This time I get my tawdry show. I get to go. So we get to go.
Oh, I'll go to the zombie burlesque show with you.
No, I want something a little more revealing.
Try to attend a Texas event as much as possible. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Been traveling more to attend books. It is tiring and it's hard.
Christina, what I love about this year for us in Branson is we're driving.
Yeah.
So when I drive, I can take everything with me and more, right? And we're going to have that big shindig in Branson too. So it's going to be even better that I can bring everything with me rather than try to stock up when I get to Branson.
Yeah.
But this year I think we're not flying to any events.
No, we're going to have to fly to both of them probably in 26, or at least
Lexington. We'll see.
That'd be a 2-day drive again.
I know, but that's fine. We can take everything.
Florida is just too long.
Florida's too long. Yeah, Florida's too long. We'll just have to figure
out. So
I will ship stuff.
If somebody's in Florida and going to that event, I might be like begging you, can I ship my books to you? Because we can't fly with them. So that becomes the problem. Let's see. Jana, What if one of the beauties going to Kiss and Tell gets a big room? You're on, girl.
Hell yeah.
If anybody does that, then you're on.
Hell yeah.
There's no reason for us to get a room. We're going to go home and go sleep in our beds.
I'll bring the booze.
Yeah.
And of course the entertainment.
You should go on stage for Thunder from Down Under.
I'll go eat somewhere while you're working. Yeah. I only do it for tips, Shannon.
Oh my gosh.
And not that tip, by the way. So.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. So that's pretty much everything, I think, this week.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on.
We do.
I got to go find clothes tomorrow. So for this wedding, I have nothing.
Yeah.
We got a little dim there, didn't we?
I don't know. Did we? No,
it's over here.
Is it?
Number F2. There you go.
Okay.
It's a little better.
Maybe I hit it with my sleeve or something.
It's a little yellow. I don't like it.
Yeah, we're really excited for Branson too, Dana. I think it's going to be a really good time. So, if you got a ticket, okay. Well, you know what? We might work on something. They usually offer. Usually being the operative word, extra assistant tickets. So that's really the only way we get extra tickets is extra assistant tickets. But we'll holler if that's how it works out. But thank you. So other than that, yeah, he has to go find some clothes tomorrow. I have to
spend money.
I have to go do a few things tomorrow. I'm going to go, I guess, have my nails done or something. I don't know. I have to go figure out which dress I'm bringing to this wedding. It's a black and white wedding. So I had to go. I went out actually and bought 2 dresses trying to decide, do I want to wear this dress or that dress?
Well, when do I have time to have my meltdown over my birthday?
I guess we're going to have to melt down over your birthday on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You have to melt down with sex because I'll just need that to get over it.
Okay. Well, or you can wait till the cruise.
Well, why not both?
Okay. There's a point. There's a point.
There you go.
But you know what though? You could always cry with Floyd and Fifi, and they would love that.
Oh, I don't cry.
Oh, okay. Well, you think we're gonna melt down?
I just moan.
Okay.
I rock and I moan with my thumb.
Oh my gosh. So, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm working on like less than 5 hours of sleep. I'm really tired.
Doing a fine job.
So I'm going to bed now. But here's one more model of my sweatshirt because the more I look at it, the more I like it. Just saying.
Just saying. It's the right time of year.
It is. It's so fluffy. Like I'm actually pretty happy.
Floofy.
It is big though. At least for me, this is big. What else, William Black?
I have nothing.
You have nothing?
I have nothing.
Okay. Well, then we will see you all next weekend. Next week. I hope you have a great weekend.
But we won't be here the next week. But like I said, while we're on the ship, we're going to try and do something. We'll see how the internet is.
Something.
No sex
tapes.
From the balcony. That'd be kind of cool.
No sex tapes.
No sex tapes. No, Ruth went on the Virgin Voyage.
That's right. She said it was like the swingers.
Had the swinging hammock on the patio. So I would have been fun to. I would love a hammock. I'd worry it would break.
You'd fall out.
Yeah, I know.
You'd fall out. Okay. See you guys next week. Love you guys. Thank you for being with us. And
as Jordan says, love you to the moon and back.
Bye.
Bye, guys.